Hello, I'm Caitlin, a librarian at the New Westminster Public Library. I'm missing our monthly book club, New West City Reads, and I know many of you are also. So since we can't meet in person, I'm working to bring it to you online. I do hope you'll join me. As we move forward, I want to know your opinion on two things. Firstly, when would be a good time to hold the club meeting? During the day, in the evening, on the weekend, during a weekday? If we have enough interest, we'll run it more than once, so be sure to let me know what works for you. Secondly, and more importantly, what should we read? I know from personal experience that although I thought I would have lots more time to read, given that I'm staying home all the time, I haven't been able to settle into a reading schedule or even find a type of book I want to read. But maybe with a little joint encouragement, we can jump back into it together. I like reading historical fiction, and I know many of you do too. For this online book club, I thought it would be fun to pair a novel about a particular subject and historical period with another book that deals with the same period or the same subject and gives us more insight. These paired books are mostly nonfiction, but might be more primary source material. You can read both books or not, whatever works for you. Before I tell you about the books I've chosen, I want to let you know how the format of the book club will work and about our timeline. We want to have a fairly quick turnaround on this, but you need time to read the book before the meeting, and so do I. So today I'm launching the poll, which will close at the end of this week on May 8th. On Monday, May 11th, I'll announce the winning book and the selected time slot for the meeting, which will be sometime at the end of May. We'll hold the meeting on Zoom, a really easy video conferencing platform. All you need is a laptop or smartphone with a good internet connection. I'll send details on how to connect once you register. Okay, now the books. You can find links to all these titles on our social media or in the body of the e-newsletter, so you can look at them on our virtual library and get your digital copy. First up, Ballet and the Russian Revolution. The book is The Last Days of the Romanov Dancers by Australian author Carrie Turner. This book is about a girl born in poverty who rises through the ranks of the Russian ballet. Her talent and the protection of a powerful man from the royal family keep her position in the company. But when she falls for a fellow ballet dancer and Russia descends into civil war, she has to choose between her art, her lover, or her country. This story is heavily influenced by the real-life Mathilde Kshesintska. She was a ballerina and the mistress of 3 Russian Grand Dukes. The book I've chosen to pair with the novel is Imperial Dancer by Corinne Hall, a biography about this remarkable woman. Did you love watching The Crown? Or maybe you're an ardent monarchist, or even a fervent Republican, because this can go both ways. Our second combo is for you. I've chosen The Other Windsor Girl by Georgi Blalock, which is a novel about Princess Margaret, the Queen's party-loving sister. It's told from the point of view of the daughter of an impoverished noble, swept up into the whirl of the royal family when she becomes Princess Margaret's second lady-in-waiting. Through her eyes, we witness Margaret's scandalous behavior and affairs that shock the world, and ponder freedom and responsibility. I've paired this novel with The Women of Windsor by Catherine Whitney, which tells a more historical story of the Queen Mother, Princess Margaret, and Princess Anne. You can pick and choose which parts of this book you read. Next up is Seeking Hyde by Thomas Reid. This novel delves into Robert Louis Stevenson's struggle to write a next successful book after Treasure Island. It takes as a starting point Stevenson's relationship with his wife, his ill health, his writer's block, and also that the public deems the novel he produced to be responsible for a series of gruesome murders in London's East End. Seeking Hyde takes Stevenson into the dark underworld of Victorian London and puts him in the position of confronting the truth behind the fiction. Of course, there's no better pairing than Robert Louis Stevenson's original, The Strange Case of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. This is a short read, and it's fun to see how a contemporary author can take an existing book as an inspiration for a whole new work. Finally, I chose The Inheritance of Secrets by Sonia Bates, which weaves history with a contemporary murder mystery centered around the secrets a German family keeps after immigration to Australia post-World War II. Interestingly, this author has drawn on her own personal family history to write this book. In the same vein, but with a different geographical focus, I've paired this with The Real Odessa by Uki Gonyi, about Nazis who immigrated to Argentina after World War II and were aided and abetted by the government of Argentina and the Vatican. Gonyi is an Argentinian author and historian, and this is a fascinating look at the international secrets that shaped world history. So, there are our 4 choices: Russian Ballet, Princess Margaret, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, and The Legacy of Nazi Secrets. Which will it be? Please participate in our poll this week, which you'll find in our e-news blast and on our social media channels. Then next week, look for the winning book and sign up for our meeting. I'm looking forward to welcoming everyone, whether you've been to one of our New West City Read clubs before or not. Stay well, everyone.